Hello, this is Dr. Joseph Witt-Doering, and the purpose of this video is to talk a little bit about the anxiety and depression that can come along with benzodiazepine withdrawal. We have patients in our practice who were put on benzodiazepines for non-psychiatric reasons. You know, they may have been on benzodiazepine medications for irritable bowel syndrome, or things like muscle spasms, and then they got into a point where they wanted to come off of them, and then all of a sudden they developed significant anxiety and depression is kind of how it is described. And they often find themselves wondering, is this my benzodiazepine or is this me? Have I developed a genuine anxiety or depressive disorder or something like that? And it can be really confusing to someone's identity, especially if they've been a person that's been very functional in the past. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about protracted withdrawal, anxiety and depression. And it's kind of, calling it anxiety, I have to say, is kind of downplaying it from what we see. And typically when someone is in a bad wave during a benzodiazepine withdrawal, they become extremely obsessive and ruminative about their symptoms. They may have burning pain everywhere. They may have tinnitus that is almost deafening. But what is coming along with this is a sense of hopelessness, dread, and catastrophizing, where they think that they will never get better, and they think that their life is over and it is completely ruined, and they cannot stop thinking about it. Usually these patients, they come to their appointments with family members and loved ones who have no idea how to help them because they've been completely hijacked by this obsessive dark anxiety, which is really common in benzodiazepine withdrawal. So I suppose the point that I want to get across is, if you are someone who's going through protracted withdrawal and you're having these concerns about whether, do I have an anxiety disorder or is this my benzo? A lot of the times, if you're having these really dark, heavy, catastrophizing thoughts, it probably has to do with the benzodiazepine, or at least it's something that we frequently see. So the good thing about it, though, is this is one of those symptoms that really comes in waves as well. So if you know anything about recovering from protracted withdrawal, is typically there's periods where you have a lot of symptoms. You have burning pain, tinnitus, feelings like ants are crawling onto your skin, and then it dies away. Typically these waves, they can last sometimes, what we usually see is around 2 weeks to 2 months. And so you'll have these really intense, anxious thoughts, and then they'll go away. Well, they may not completely go away, but they'll get a lot less. So if you're having a pattern of extreme anxiety where it's accompanied by your other neurological symptoms, it's likely that that is due to the benzodiazepine. You can be hopeful, and your family can be hopeful, that it's likely going to die down in a couple of months. So I hope this video was helpful in explaining the types of anxious and depressive symptoms people have during protracted withdrawal. So thanks for listening.